Amazing. We are live. Perfect. Sorry for that delay. Hello, 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 everyone. My name is Jack Faria. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'm the membership and events coordinator for the Wisconsin LGBT Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to the second edition of Live with the Chamber. This is our new series where we spotlight chamber member businesses, talk about what they are doing, talk about the history, what they love about their business. I am joined today by a special guest who I'll bring in a moment. I want to be sure that I do mention our upcoming events that we have with the Chamber. This morning, we had an amazing coffee connection with folks from around the state. Folks from Rhinelander were connecting with folks in Milwaukee and Madison. It was beautiful, amazing. We had great stories were shared. I want to be sure that folks come to the virtual Lunch and Learn happening June 10th at noon. It's called Being a Consciously Inclusive LGBTQ Leader. We'll be joined by Dr. Steve Iacovelli, who will be talking about being more inclusive and being conscious, what it describes, my mistake. And we also have our virtual drag bingo happening June 18th. The registration level, only 100 folks can join, so be sure to register as soon as possible. We have great prizes from member businesses throughout the state. So be sure to get on that. We'll be joined by Stacy Lee Montanori and Jax, who will be reading our numbers. All that information to say, I do want to welcome our special guest. We have, one second here. I am new to this. I'm still getting used to all this live stuff here, but I do want to welcome Mr. Brandon Wright from Hamburger Mary's Milwaukee. Brandon, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm
doing
right,
so well. Thank you so much for joining us. If you just want to take a second, introduce yourself and go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm Brandon, one of the owners of Hamburger Mary's with my twin brother, right here in Walker's Point in Milwaukee. We've been in Milwaukee since 2011. But we've been in our Walker's Point home for about 3 years now.
Very nice, very nice. So I do want to talk about just the general, for folks who don't know what Hamburger Mary's is, what is the sort of...
There are people that don't know what Hamburger Mary's is?
Believe it or not, if you were to introduce the brand to someone completely new, what would you say?
Well, our motto is an open air bar and grill for open-minded people. That's very generic, but that's we hold true to that. So we are, but other people call us a burger and drag queen bar. We're pretty famous for our weekend drag shows. We do charity bingo. We're the Hamburger Mary's is the oldest LGBT franchise in the country. It's got its origins all the way back in San Francisco in 1972. Like I said, we've been in Milwaukee for now 9 years. Yeah, so it's an all-inclusive casual American sit-down restaurant with a drag show. I mean, just like most casual American sit-down restaurants are, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Plenty of drag shows at casual. Definitely, they're everywhere.
See our little stage back here?
Yeah, I'm gonna imagine just a subtle stage, not a lot of place. I love it. I love it so much. I'll ask how you got started with Hamburger Mary's.
Well, my twin brother and I opened the Chicago location actually back in 2006. And then a couple years after that, the master franchise was up for sale. And we partnered with the owner of the West Hollywood location at the time, Dale, and the three of us took over the brand. And then shortly after that, we decided to expand north into Milwaukee. We'd always loved Milwaukee. We've come up here. We had lots of friends up here. We've always visited. So it was like a natural second location for us.
I love that. Yeah, and you mentioned earlier that this is a new location, an updated location for Hamburger Mary's here in Milwaukee. What's new? What's new and different about the space?
It's we have an arcade bar next door, Mary's Arcade Bar. The dining room is bigger. We can fit more people. On a good day, about 120-ish. Don't tell the building department, but 99 people. That's all we can fit. It's also a little more centrally located because we were in Bayview before, which I love Bayview. It's a wonderful neighborhood. If you haven't been to Bayview in Milwaukee, it's fantastic. Had a great 5 years there. Go there often still to go out to eat. But Walker's Point is just a little more central in Milwaukee for people to come and visit us from all over.
Very nice, very nice. So, given what's been going on the last few months, I do want to ask how.
What's been going on the last couple of months?
I have no idea.
Done nothing for the last.
No, yeah. There's this thing called, I hope I'm saying this right. COVID-19. Yeah. And it's impacted a lot of businesses in the area. But the most sort of inspiring thing is how folks have adapted. And I want to give you major props for the way that you've adapted Hamburger Mary's. Feel free to share what has been changing and what you've been doing.
Well, we for those of you who have been to Mary's before, give a little tour of the dining room. We've added, we've changed some seating. We've actually removed some tables, and we've added some sheets to divide some tables. I don't know if you can see that. We call them Diva Shields. To kind of separate people. We hadn't been able to open for dine-in customers. I know the mayor just announced yesterday that we can open today. A little bit of controversy around that. But we've been preparing for the eventuality that we will be open. So we've removed some tables, removed some chairs so that we can't fit as many people, sadly. Some other modifications in the restaurant. So we've been kind of keeping busy here. I've been kept company by my good friend Jada Essence Hall back here. She's just kind of looking.
RuPaul's Drag Race winner, Jada Essence Hall. I love her so much.
Right, we got this cut out for her, and she's actually signed it. And then this happened, so she's has not been on stage for a while.
I know. Yeah, that's the season 12 look, her premiere look, right?
Yeah, that is.
I love it so much.
No, that's really her. She's standing back there looking at you.
I saw her perform from where that booth was a couple years ago, and it was still a memorable experience. I love it so much. I can't believe that she is on this level. It's incredible. I'm so happy for her. But anyway,
I can believe it, having witnessed her for so long. I mean, I when she was first cast on the show, I'm like, "You're gonna win." She's like, "I don't know." It's like, "No, you're gonna win. I know you're gonna win."
But speaking of the other fabulous divas that you have at Hamburger Mary's, given that the dining room has been closed for so long, what have you done to still get the divas out in the world and for folks to enjoy?
We're going to take a walk outside. We've been having some drag shows in the parking lot. So we're sort of, if you can't come inside to watch your show, then we'll bring your food right out to you. Everything is to-go style. Everything is packaged up, so we're still adhering to had been adhering to the carry-out only orders. Even the cocktails are in like little airplane bottles, like little kits that you have to make. But yeah, it's sort of like a Sonic drive-through meets movie theater meets Hamburger Mary's. Why not?
Yeah. I have to say, I went last Sunday with my boyfriend, and we were emotional during the show because it was so renewing to be in a queer space, or outside of a queer space, I guess. And just seeing the performers in all of their glory there was so fantastic. You've done a brilliant job. So I just want to thank you personally for making this space, doing all that. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for thanking me.
I also have to mention the gravel, their stage. I was so impressed because
we're not going to show that.
No. But Becky with the split ends is the name of this queen, who was still doing splits and tricks on this stage. Incredible, amazing. I highly recommend folks go.
I need to confirm that her waiver is up to date and proper. She signed overall.
I love that. Yeah, and I've lost my train of thought just because, wow.
Becky
Steak.
with the split ends will do that. You start thinking about her doing cartwheels and splits on a parking lot with potholes that we're not going to show because they don't exist.
They don't exist. They don't exist.
You know, it's like President Trump. If I say it long enough and enough with enough conviction, then it's true, right? There are no potholes.
No potholes at all. But I do want to ask sort of what is going on as well for Pride weekend for you.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Yeah, the mayor did announce that we could open the dining room. We have no plans. We had already had these parking lot shows already planned, so they've been planned for weeks. We have a show tonight, 2 shows tomorrow, and 2 shows on Sunday. Most are sold out, but you can still go online to our website, hamburgermarys.com/MKE, and click on the link to get the reservations. There might be a couple spots left over. There's only 14 parking spots. We've decided for this weekend to keep the shows outside and not inside, just because it's just what we had already planned for. First of all, we're not really super equipped to like have a lot of people inside. And we're actually donating all of the proceeds for the weekend. Can you see our banner here? Yeah. So
I can.
We're donating all the profits from the shows to social justice causes such as Black Lives Matters and other social justice causes for the weekend. I made a post on Instagram. It's like we've gone months without profits. So what's another weekend of donating our profits away? I mean,
okay. Folks, and
someone's honking with approval.
We're live, folks. This is what happens. I love it. Yeah, they're really revving up for tonight's show. They're really excited.
So we've got our banner up here. We're showing support for the movement that's happening all around us. So I'm gonna go inside because that's annoying.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing all of that. I appreciate that a lot. For folks who can't get a spot for this weekend, how much longer can folks expect these drive-in shows to continue?
Well, first of all, if you cannot get a parking spot, you can still watch the show live on Facebook. They usually, on our Facebook page, they usually give us at least 40 minutes before they cut us off, the Facebook music license cops. Even though we pay our fees and we put it in there, it's like we pay our fees, and they eventually 3 days later, it's like, oh, Universal Music Group released their claim to your thing. Well, we already shut it off. But anyway, you can watch until you can't watch on Facebook. We've been taking it 1 week at a time, to be honest.
Yeah.
We might be open inside for shows next week. We're only at 25% capacity, which for us is 25 people. So it'll look a lot different. There may be more shows, but like more turnover, like less, like not as big of a show, but just smaller, like more quicker shows to get more people in and out. Those are some of the things we're thinking about. But we will be open next week, whether we have the show outside or inside. Just follow us on Facebook.
Yes, and if you do watch the show on Facebook tonight, and that's at 7 o'clock.
Tonight is at 7. Yes,
tomorrow's
at 5, 7, and Sundays at 1 and 3:30.
Very good. If you do watch the show, which we encourage that you do, I'd also, on a personal note, encourage you to tip the queens throughout the show. I believe that you shout out the Venmo and PayPal for Hamburger Marys, and that is divided between the performers. Is that right? Or we're gonna see this? We're gonna see it now. Yes, there it is.
Yeah. Go ahead, go on and tip them right now.
Even now. Why not? Yeah. Well, I love that. Is there, as we close this out, is there anything else that you want to add? Anything else on your mind?
No. I mean, it's been a trying couple of months for, I think, everyone. So as businesses start to reopen and as people start to go back to work, I just hope that people are kinder to one another, and that's it. It's just life's too short, and we took for granted for a lot of things, and then it's all gone. And so, for a business owner, who has employees to look after, not to mention, rent and other stuff, but even the employees that, also have rent and other stuff to pay for too. So
Yes.
It's going to be a slow process to get us back. So yeah, just share a little, just be kind to one another, I guess.
I'll echo that. I say be kind if you do take out food from a restaurant, be generous.
Make sure it's Hamburger Mary's.
And make sure it's Hamburger Mary's. I think that is the perfect way to close this out. I want to thank you so much, Brandon, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And stick around. On Monday, we'll be back with another Live with the Chamber. Should be a lot of fun. We're still securing whoever that is. If you want to be involved, email me, jack@wislgbtchamber.com. Brandon, again, thank you so much. Excited for the shows.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.